David Lee. David, tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey when you were here in Louisville, and tell us most of all what you do. What it is exactly that you do.
Uh, Say that one more time. I'm sorry, I had you on mute, bro.
Oh, that's all right.
I had to mute my phone so it didn't feedback.
Yeah. I was just saying, tell us a little bit. Tell us exactly what it is that you do.
Yes. So as mixing recording engineer, I mainly run a lot of sessions for TIG, the label. Think it's a game. So I handle a lot of the recording for the artists, their music, and some of the mixing.
Awesome. Name some of the
Hmm.
artists that came up on TIG or that are currently
For
on their
sure.
roster.
For sure. Yeah. YFM Lucci is the biggest name on the list. Then we have Q Money. Free Q Money. He's in jail right now.
Dang.
Um, yes, that's another story.
I bet.
But good dude though. Good dude overall. Pasa is the main artist I'm working with. I'm his main engineer. They also recently signed a couple new artists. There's also Rubber Band OG. I'm also his main engineer. Um, there's also Hot Girl Jade. She's a new artist signed. Dooley the Don, a really cool kid.
I've heard about
So
him. Yeah.
yeah, so I've recorded all of them. Yeah, and done some of the mixing for them too as well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's awesome. Man, that's great. So, I met you here in Louisville. Tell us, tell us your background when you were here in Louisville. Just tell
Yeah.
us about your journey through Louisville.
So I grew up in Louisville. Was born and raised. Went to Butler High School, traditional high school, and then after that I went to JCTC, the community college,
Hmm.
for about 2 semesters and realized it was not for me.
Okay.
And so I saved up a little bit of money for the job from the job that I had, and I went to engineering school in Ohio. Um, and through that, it was pretty dope. I met a lot of people, got to network. And they tell you at the end of school, go do your internship. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was hesitant at first to do the internship because I didn't know where to do it. But luckily, it was like perfect timing. As soon as I was ready for it, there's a guy named Mac. He's my mentor, Grammy nominated engineer.
Yeah, I've heard about him.
He recorded 21 Savage's whole last album.
Hmm.
He's amazing. I've learned a lot from him, and he put me on, bro. So I interned for him for about 6 months, and then engineered at his studio for a couple of years before I moved on to other studios, and I landed at Downtown Recording, and then 400. And I believe that's where I met you.
Yeah. So you were working at Downtown Recording or interning?
Yeah, exactly. So can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. It says poor connection. Are we still good?
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, my mentor Mac, he was working at Downtown Recording for a while, and I asked him, he's like, "Yo, I need a studio to bring all my clients because the studio I was at before, uh, kind of fell out, and then so
Right.
I need a new spot." So he was at Downtown already, so and he just opened the door for me to come in there. So I started doing sessions there.
My phone is falling. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I had heard about him at being at uh, Downtown Recording. Um, I don't know anything about him, but I've heard a lot about him. He
Hmm.
seems like a cool. So he's your mentor,
Yeah,
Mac
yeah,
is.
yeah. Mac Atkinson. Yeah, he's my mentor.
Okay. Now you spoke. You said the out of you were at JCTC. What was the job you had that you had saved a little bit of money up to take you to engineering school?
Oh, just a little family business, bro.
Oh
Little
yeah.
family business. Yeah, I was doing that for a while, but then after so long, it's like I could do this job, but I don't. I'm not really following my heart. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm getting paid a nice little check every 2 weeks, whatever,
Right.
but I'm not really following my heart. So, yeah, the money really doesn't equate to happiness, bro. So I could have bought anything I wanted to, but I still wasn't happy because I wasn't following my heart. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I saved up some money and I went to engineering school, bro, and I never like looked back.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's important. I was gonna speak on that a little bit about having like a people talk about having getting into the music business, especially having a day job and then another way to make money, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
where it's really my only way of making money at the moment. I'm working at
Mm-hmm.
Kroger, and that's just like something. It's a weekly pay thing there, so that's really nice. And
Yeah,
just saving up that money. There's nothing wrong with getting a day job,
definitely.
especially out of
Oh,
school.
definitely not. Yeah,
Right.
there's definitely not. Yeah, bro, get you multiple hustles, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, so I was for years as I'm engineering, I still have multiple hustles on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So you gotta have multiple ways to make money. Especially how the engineer game works. You know what I mean? It's not the most stable career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Money wise.
Hmm.
Um, so that's a question you gotta ask yourself if you want to do it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But if you do it and everything goes the right way, everything pays off well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's key right there. When did you realize that you had this talent to record and do mixing, and you wanted to do
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. So it was in high school. So I started off like as an artist. You know what I mean? I started off rapping, messing around. Um, and it just led to Red. Oh, I met Red, and he was like, "Bro, let's record. Let's do something. You do music, I do music. Let's do something." And I was like, "But we didn't have the means." So I had the
Right.
computer, but I had to go out and get a mic. I believe went and figured out some Cool Edit Pro bootleg program, and just winged it from there, bro. I was not the best recording or mixing engineer. You know what I'm saying? But it was a learning process, and that's how it all started, bro. And I realized, wow, rapping is cool, but I love the process of capturing the vocal and manipulating it and editing it however you want to do it.
Hmm.
And that's how I was like, wow, this could be. And then I realized you can get paid. This is actual a job. You know what I'm saying? There's artists out there that need engineers, and
Right.
I was like, well, maybe this could work for me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So yeah, bro, that's how it all bloomed.
Yeah. So I was going to ask this question a little later, but you're kind of speaking about it right now. Speak about, this. I've heard a lot about the artist engineer relationship. There's
Hmm.
pros, there's cons. So, when you were in Louisville, when you were working with Braxton, speak a
Hmm.
little bit about if you, I mean, I know that was a long time ago, but speak about how that relationship kind of was.
Oh yeah, shout out to Braxton, bro. He's a good friend of mine. Dope artist as well. I first found Braxton, I believe just through Facebook or YouTube, and I was like, wow, this dude's making some dope music. And I believe 400 was interested in signing artists or whatever, and so that's how I met him. So he came about and put up the studio one day, and so we started recording from there. But as doing endless and countless hours of sessions together. I got to know him as a person, and he's a really dope dude. Really humble, down to earth, nice guy. Super talented. Can carry a melody like a you know what I'm saying, like
Hmm.
no one can.
Yeah, man.
Um, but yeah, he's dope, bro. And it's always dope to know people on a personal level. And it helps you like go mix towards how you think they would want to sound. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing them on a personal level makes a big difference.
Yeah. Hmm. All right. So, you're after, you kind of made a big move back in, I guess that was like later, like 2018. Tell us about your move and what you did exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So I was doing sessions at 400 for a while, and then one day I got called with an opportunity. Mac, my mentor, he moved back to Atlanta. He was doing sessions, and he was so busy with 21 Savage's recording for his new album, he couldn't offer help to the people that were asking him, and so he pointed them my way, and or he pointed me their way, and he just connected the bridge. And so that's how it came through. He called me one day. He said he needed me. And I was like, I have a lease on my apartment. You know what I mean? I don't know if I can move. He was like, if you're the first person I called, bro. If you don't want it, I'm calling the next guy. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Don't call no one. I'm gonna
Right.
pack my bags. I
Here I
left that
come.
night. I left that
Absolutely.
night, bro.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, bro. And I would not do it any other way, bro. I don't regret it. You know what I'm saying?
So when you got to Atlanta,
Hmm.
you're immediately in the studio or very soon after just recording?
Oh, bro. So we drove that night. It was me and another engineer. Shout out to David Reed.
David
Yeah,
Reed.
we both drove down there, and well, in my car, I picked him up, and we headed down straight down there. We got there maybe 1 or 2 a.m., 3 a.m. maybe, and pulled up at the studio the very next day, maybe 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hmm.
I bet that was awesome, an awesome feeling.
Oh yeah, so it's unreal, bro. Like, so you never know what you're gonna pull up to, bro. So we go in there, and I meet the lady. She was Miss Kim. I don't know what her role is, believe I
Miss
don't manager.
Kim.
Yeah, I don't know if she's a manager of TIG or something like that. Shout out to Miss Kim. She handles all. She makes sure your boy gets paid. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So so I walked in the door with her. She as soon as she got the keys, because TIG just rented a signed a lease for a studio, and so they owned it for a year, so they can record all the artists there instead of renting studio time per hour. You know what I mean? So it was just more cost efficient and it made sense. So we get the keys to the studio, and it's Akon Studio. Akon still owns it. It's called Music Box, and they in the first door on the right is where they mixed Happy for Pharrell. And I
Really?
was like, yeah, bro. And I was like, oh, Miss Kim was like, oh, Leslie, I can't forget his name. Forget his
Brathwaite.
yes,
Yeah.
I forget. I never know how to say his last name,
Yeah,
bro.
me
But
neither. It's
Leslie,
yeah.
yeah, that was Leslie's last room. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, wow, that's amazing. I've always looked up to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and so yeah, so we just walking down, and he's, oh yeah, this song was made here. This song was made in the studio, this room, and it's just like so inspiring, bro. And
Mm,
so that was my home studio for like a year while they had that lease.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
Yeah, seeing the oh here first of all, yeah, if anybody's in the Instagram live, yeah, the YouTube link is in my bio because you can't hear David on the IG live. I'm still working on that, but I think everybody it
Mm.
looks like everybody's in the YouTube now. But
Hell yeah, bro.
yeah, so you were saying about yes, so the whole like I'm trying to think there was something somewhere I was recently that like or not no, so I have you know who Anthony Kilhofer is, David?
I do not.
Okay, well he's Kanye West's longtime recording engineer. You would probably
Oh,
know him
dope.
if yeah, a longtime recording engineer, collaborator, and producer. And I got in touch with him a couple years ago, and actually no, it was in 20. It was this time around 2019, and so it's been about a year. He
Mm.
I got in touch with him. His email's on his website, and I first FaceTimed him, and then I had his number, and now, and of course, I mean he's done everything for good music. A Kid Cudi, Tiana
Wow.
Taylor, Big Sean, all of it, and many more. He did the 25th year anniversary remix of Thriller, and yeah, and but I have his number, and like I
Hmm.
talk to him pretty frequently, and being like
That's
that, I
dope.
mean, he's a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like just the same way Leslie is. It's and
That's
that
dope.
moments like that are just like it's
Hmm.
like wow. You just take a step back and be like, wow, this is really really cool, man. You know, so that's
Yeah,
awesome.
for
And
sure, bro. Yeah, never hesitate to like reach out to people that you look up to and ask for help, bro. You never
absolutely,
know if they.
I totally
You
agree
never
with that.
know.
The worst they
Hmm.
can say is no,
Exactly.
and
Facts.
absolutely. So in Atlanta,
Hmm.
you're there, you're doing sessions. The difference between Atlanta and Louisville in terms of the studio process and the music business. Give us a rundown. I'm sure there's quite a gap, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm sure as you heard, they work fast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They work fast out here, bro. So you gotta be able to catch up as an engineer. Um,
When you say
you
they
get
work fast, meaning their workflow
they
in Pro Tools, speak on that. Speak on that.
Yeah, the workflow, like, it's recording. As soon as they want to record, you got to make sure you're ready to record.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they're ready to punch in, be ready to punch in. If they want a little reverb, make sure you got that ready to go on deck. A little delay. Every little thing, bro. Auto tune, make sure it's already on there. You know what I mean? Everything. You gotta make sure everything got to sound right before you even start recording. Because if it don't sound good, they're not gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna
Absolutely.
give their best performance. So yeah, you just gotta make sure you can keep up the pace. You know what I mean?
My buddy Mitch in the chat, he asked. We were talking about getting paid. He says, "Have you ever been in a situation where someone didn't pay you, and if so, how did you handle that?"
Um, they didn't pay me. Well, that doesn't happen too often. Um, there's only maybe like 1 or 2 accounts that's maybe happened. and there's nothing much you can do about it. Uh, just don't repeat business. That's all. You know,
You said what? Don't what? Re-
repeat business.
repeat business. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to engineer for them again. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't have to continue your business with them if they're not doing good business with you.
Right. Yeah. For sure. That's good. It hasn't happened that often to you.
Yeah, it might have happened once, and I'm not gonna name who it is.
Yeah.
You know, it was pretty dope. It's really an amazing experience to like walk into Warner Brother Records in LA, and your mix is playing on the speakers as soon as you walk in the lobby.
Man.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, dude. I bet. As soon as you
Yeah,
walked in the main lobby, your mix was playing,
yeah,
and you were in L.A.
yeah,
Oh man, that's awesome. How'd you
yeah,
feel, man?
bro. It was unreal. You know what I mean? Um, I was like, man, this is just the start. You know,
Yeah.
it's just a start, and then there's so many times where you get you get on your Instagram, you know, you're just looking at people's stories, and then you might hear a song that you did in the background, and that it just motivates you to just keep going hard, you know, because I just the point of what we do is just make music so the world can hear it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And
Absolutely,
I,
man. So, as his main engineer, did he have a say in that, or the labels hearing your mix and they're playing it when you come in the lobby? Are they saying like, "Hey,
okay, yeah.
we want you to be his engineer"?
Uh, no, it was actually it was Pasta's say. Um, well, I guess it was agreed. It was agreed upon because Pasta had been signed for about 2 years. He was working, doing a lot of music, and nothing really came about. And then I came in when I did, and we kept working and we kept working for months and months, and then we finally recorded "In a Minute" featuring Q Money, and that was his first single, and everyone's like, "Wow, I think Pasta has finally captured his sound." You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
And his sound's really developing rapidly, and like we see a big dramatic difference recently.
yeah.
And then and Paz was like, man, that's Bolo, and they call me Bolo. Like Bolo is just a nickname for everyone, you know, or whatever you want to use it for. And they're like, Bolo, bro, that's all Bolo. Like he's the new key to the sound. You know what I mean? And he told the studio, he was like, bro, no one can engineer me but him. And
Oh,
so
how was that feeling when he said that, or when you found out?
it's it's dope, bro. It's really dope to be, you know, finally appreciated. You know what I mean? And we just click. You know what I mean? He works fast. I work fast. He's a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. You know, we like to have things a certain way. Um, so yeah, it, it's a dope relationship.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
So, feeding off of that, and your a creative process as a mixing engineer and recording engineer, what is
Hmm.
that like compared to an artist? I think most people can, get the gist of an artist's creative process. Maybe not everybody's exactly the same, but they get
Hmm.
inspired. They write lyrics. I'm not an artist, so I really don't. But along those lines. But a lot of people don't really pay any attention. I hate to say it, to the recording or the mixing engineer. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
what's the creative process like for you?
Creative process. Well, I mean, I don't know if I really have a process, bro. I just get in there and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, sometimes things don't. I don't always have the spark for creativity. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I'm always creative. You know what I mean? But going outside sometimes will spark that creative. You know what I'm saying? Which you need.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, bro, I just sometimes just go in there, set the vibes. You know, light a candle. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know a lot of studios have candles. That's something that a
Yeah.
lot of people have spoke on
And just have fun. You know what I'm saying? And that's where your best mixes will come out of that, bro. Just have fun.
when you're having fun. Yeah,
Yes, bro.
sometimes I think I get too technical when I'm working on a mix or things like that, and I think I'm getting
Hmm.
to bust out of that. I just can you speak on that? I mean, you pretty much just said it. Like, how
Definitely.
technical are you what's your mixing process like, basically, and how
Okay.
technical are you?
Um, I mean, yeah, we make it hard on ourselves because I feel like, as an engineer standpoint, we think about like numbers a lot. We think about all this digital like stuff,
Yeah.
but sometimes we have to forget about that, bro, and just have fun with it, bro, and think not don't forget about it, but think less of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, know that doesn't create good music for real. For real. It just assists in the process. Um, but
That's
yeah,
facts. That's key right
so
there.
yeah, bro. 'Cause, I mean, it took me a long time too, bro, to just like not stress so much about just gain staging. Like once you know it, you know it, and don't stress about it too much, and you be straight, bro. But so my creative process, put the beat in Pro Tools, play the beat a couple times, let the artist vibe to it, spark a J or something, get the vibes right,
Yeah.
and then once they're ready, bro, we just go in there and record until we can't no more,
Yeah.
and then once they hop out, bro, like I you I do a quick mix, you know what I'm saying, it's like pretty fast, because they want it to sound really good. As soon as they walk out of the booth and they go back in the control room, they want it to sound good. So you have that much time to mix a song.
Wow.
Sometimes,
That's really hmm.
yeah. So
For the engineers and producers listening, specifically engineers. That was key right there. Absolutely.
yeah, bro.
You
It's
have
it's
you have the amount of time to walk in for the artist to walk in from the booth to the control room. So what
mm-hmm.
exact? Maybe not exact. Well, how do you? So what do you do with that amount of time you make that mix? What's the most important thing you pay attention to, or that you make
um
sure is right, so the artist will be like, wow, this is great.
uh as long as you got their vocals on the clear, it's on top of the beat, but not too. It's on top of the beat, but still in the beat, and you make sure you have that beat knocking hard. They're gonna be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I just make sure everything sounds good. Make sure you have your plugins ready to go.
Yeah.
I used to start my session with no plugins, but that's cool sometimes. But majority of the times here, you need your stuff ready to go.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just because of how quick everybody works, you need your
yeah,
stuff ready to go.
yeah. Just
I
have
mean, that
have
makes
like
sense.
have buses that you're not using yet. Have just empty tracks ready to go. Have plugins that are disabled that are your favorite
Yeah.
that just are disabled on one track. Oh, okay, these are my favorite plugins. I don't have to go
Right.
through a list. Maybe I can just copy and click, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, this little stuff like that can help you sometimes.
It's key
And
right
and
there.
and
I understand.
doing it so fast sometimes, we'll be like, well, the artist will be like, damn, I've been recording for 10 years. You know what I mean? I have never seen anyone move so fast.
Yeah.
I need you with every
Right.
session.
Yes. So
You know what I mean?
is that how it happened for you basically?
Basically, yeah. I did my first session with Pasta, and I was new. It was my first day in meeting everyone, and I do my session with Pasta. He comes out of the booth, comes to the control room, and I do some quick automation. You know what I mean? I love automation. It just makes things move. You know what I mean? Um, and he came in and he was watching me do this shit, and he talked to the A&R. He was like, "Bro, I think he's better than I don't want to name him," and then and I was like, I don't know who that was at first, and I kind of found out who it was. I was like, wow, that's a big compliment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally.
Yes.
You can't say
So
who it was?
yeah, I mean, it was just another engineer on the label.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say I'm better than anyone else, or
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Being
Yeah.
humble is important. Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently right now I'm learning all the Pro Tools shortcuts, but like I mean, I know a lot of them, but I'm really going in and getting like the really like hidden secret ones because
Yeah.
there's really so many, man, and it can only
Yeah.
increase your workflow.
Yo, yes. Sometimes when I first learned, while in school, there was like what separates the pros from the amateurs is knowing those hotkeys,
Yeah.
knowing those shortcuts, bro. Is can make your session run so smoothly. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you had to go to edit and copy just to copy and paste something, bro, like you're gonna mess up the creative process of
Yeah.
someone. Like, so you have to be so fast and know, like it has to be so like second nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
To
the back of
to
your hand.
Yes, bro. It's like when I first learned the hotkeys, I would go home that night, and fortunately, I had Pro Tools. I can go home on my keyboard and just practice it,
Yeah,
and
that's what
just
I've been doing. Yeah.
like the fucking piano, bro. You know what I mean? And just Command D, Command S, Command A, or just you literally YouTubing what are the hotkeys, and there's a lot of awesome people online that are just giving out tips.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I've learned it all through
YouTube
there.
Uni. So what's the? Can we compare the Louisville culture to the ATO culture, man?
Louisville culture.
In the good way, not I'm just
Yeah.
what are the differences and what are some similarities? I know you said they had a lot of lingo.
Um, Bro, the fashion out here is way more out there. You know.
Really? Meaning what?
Yeah, yeah. A lot more flashy. They're just super flashy out here. Obviously, people wearing the Balenciagas and these
Ooh.
big ass shoes, like look like moon shoes.
Yeah,
But
I've
it's
seen
fly.
those.
It's fly, bro. It's fly. It's what's popping out here.
Yeah,
But yeah, the culture. I mean, the fashion's a lot more flashier. There is a lot of different types of music out here. It's mainly a lot of rap out here.
yeah.
But there's a lot of different types of music out here. You can do anything out here if you want to. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the there's so much support. I feel like there's a lot more support. People are coming out to shows more often out here. And everyone's dropping music out here, so
Yeah,
you can all support each other. You know what I mean? There's a lot bigger community out here for hip hop.
totally. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I was speaking with the owner at downtown, and he was like, he gets a lot of hip hop sessions. Nick.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and he was just like the business here in Louisville, the music business is just it really isn't any, you know,
yeah,
in terms of the actual like business side. But
yeah.
you go someplace like L.A. or Nashville or New York and especially Atlanta for rap.
Hmm.
That's where it's at, man.
There's not. It's just because Atlanta's popping right now, bro. And there's labels that are down there working. You know what I'm saying? There's not
Yeah,
really any labels in Louisville, major labels. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But there's a lot of labels down here, working, and they're hungry, so they're gonna make whatever they can happen. They're gonna open up their own studios.
right. Yeah,
And hire all these producers, and engineers.
yeah,
So yeah, bro.
sweet. So you where have you been out of the country at all with your talents with Pasa? Or I know you all were in L.A. You anywhere else like?
Uh, no, I have not been out of the country yet, bro. That
Hmm,
I have not yet. Yeah, I've never been out of the country for that fact.
really?
Yeah, we've only been to like L.A. And L.A. and Atlanta. And that's bad. That's
Right.
that's really about it.
Yeah.
I've been in New York, but I've never been out of the country before.
Yeah, I went my last second to last semester. Well, no, it was last summer. I went on
Mm-hmm.
a basically it was like an entertainment. We were studying entertainment law, is studying abroad to get some credits so I could graduate early. And we went to Belize and in Guatemala, and
Mm-hmm.
we went to Guatemala first and then Belize, and it was a lot of fun, man.
That's fire.
didn't
Yeah, I
do a
would
whole
love to
lot
do
of
that,
didn't
bro.
do a whole lot of studying, but it was really cool, dude, to learn about like the international. We did learn a lot about international entertainment and
Mm-hmm.
things along those lines, and got to we went, besides that, we went like snorkeling and stuff. But it's
That's dope.
yeah. But anyways, I was just curious if you had taken your talents anywhere else throughout the world.
Nah, it's like a triangle for me. It's like Louisville, Atlanta, LA. That's
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
triangle for me, bro. That's where I'm rotating myself,
yeah,
my time.
absolutely. Stemming off that, in 5 years, well, first of all, I would like to say John Woo. You know John Woo, right, David?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been doing these. Well, he was before the quarantine. These not artist panel. What did he call them? They're these big panels at La La Land Studios. Have you ever been to La La Land Studios?
No, I've not. It's a dope facility though. I've
Yes,
seen.
it's very nice. I know, like My Morning Jacket
Mm,
has recorded there, and various other. It's
mm-hmm.
it's set for like bands, like recording bands. But it's a beautiful
Right.
studio. But he has these
Mm.
big producer artist community panels that he was doing, and one of the big things he said was like, we have to stop like nickel and diming each other. We're all in the same city. we all need to just share the love and share it and support. That was the biggest thing, regardless of what you're doing.
Yes,
You
I
know?
I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah, help each other out, bro. That's why like I have my price for my mixes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But if I see someone in Louisville with mad talent, I'm gonna work with them on the price. You know what I'm
absolutely,
saying? I'm not gonna
absolutely.
ask them to break their bank to do it. If
Right.
you have talent and you have a little bit of a budget to work with, let's make something happen, bro. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Yeah, I might take a little loss here, but bro, the what you will gain from my loss is a lot greater
Yeah.
than the loss that I took. So it outweighs,
Checks
you know
and
what I'm saying?
balances, man.
Yes, bro. So and I know things will come around for me. You know what I'm saying?
That's
If
important. Very
yeah,
important.
bro. Yeah. Um don't help don't help spread the love, bro. Spread the love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 5 years. Yeah. All right. So I got a new little segment here. I'm testing out on David. We got some quick questions. All right, man. I'm gonna ask you some
Hmm.
questions, and you got
Yeah.
you have 10 seconds to answer them. All right.
Bet.
There's soup. Don't get nervous, David. They're super simple. They're pertaining to Louisville. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
Okay, bet. Let's do it.
Yeah, you got it. All right. So you got
Thank
10
you. Give
seconds to answer. You're in Louisville.
give,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
You're in Louisville. You've got $10. Where
Mm-hmm.
are you going to eat? 10 seconds starting now.
$10 in Louisville. I'm
Yep.
going to Indies, baby.
Indies, got him, got it.
Indies,
Hey,
get you
I
some
agree.
wings, get you some wedges.
Yes, yo,
Yeah.
dude, and you can get
Pink
like,
lemonade. Come on, bro.
oh, I've never had their pink lemonade, but I will say you can get like 50 wings for like
Mm.
$25.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Good answer, dude. Good answer. You got that quick.
Yeah.
Great answer. All right, similar. Let's start it over. 10
Let's go.
seconds.
Let's go.
It's a
Uh huh.
Friday night in Louisville. You're not in the studio. You've got free time. I know it's a rarity for an engineer. What are you doing? 10 seconds. Go.
10 seconds. I'm chilling at the crib, enjoying my downtime, watching
Okay.
Netflix with Benny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, what's up with Benny? Get him in here. Benny. What's he
Uh,
doing?
oh, this is a real star right here.
Yeah. he's the real artist.
Hi, buddy.
How old is he?
His boy is 3 years old.
3. Oh yeah, that's right. You told me that. 3
Yeah,
years old, man.
living his best adopted life, man.
Oh. It looks like it.
Yeah, he be chilling. Like we didn't even hear it in the whole podcast. He's just like relaxing, bro.
Yeah, he's that's crazy. That's dope, man. All right. We got a couple more.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Louisville. You best place to see a show. 10 seconds.
Uh,
Best venue.
yeah, Mercury Ballroom.
Mercury Ballroom.
Yes.
Nice. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I have ever been there.
Really?
No, I have been to Headliners. I've been to the
Mm-hmm.
Palace, the Brown Theater,
Bro.
and then the new place that opened up over in, oh man, what is that called? It's not a distillery. It's like Paris Town something. I don't know. I saw Jack Harlow there when he was ending out his tour. I can't.
Was it
But
dope?
it was brand. What'd you say?
Was it dope? Yeah.
Yeah, super dope, dude. It was
Yeah.
brand new. It was beautiful. It was
Oh yeah.
big place. It was
Oh
like
yeah.
Paris Town something. I cannot remember, but it was super nice, man. I was really impressed. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, this is
Oh
awesome.
yeah. I bet it's dope. I just really love how small and intimate Mercury Ballroom is.
I
It's
wish I
not so
could.
big.
Yeah,
Yet,
yeah.
no matter where you're at, you can see your artist wherever you're seeing perform.
hmm Who are some shows you've seen in Louisville or that you saw in Louisville that you remember well?
Shows in Louisville. Oh man, I've seen uh Schoolboy Q and Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh, was that
That
in the
was
Yum
dope.
Center?
No, that was at the Palace.
Palace. Hey, that's a nice place too. The only thing is they have like for a rap concert, they got all those seats, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of
Yeah, it's weird. It's a
yeah,
weird spot for yeah.
yeah.
You want to see an opera there. It's not really meant for.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
And
but
the
it's
speakers,
really nice, man.
it,
Super
the
authentic and like
the building is nice, but the speaker system isn't that good.
really.
Yeah, in my opinion. Yeah, the speaker system isn't that good. Um, but yeah. Who else I've seen? Tory Lanez. I seen Jack Harlow perform in a freaking Spinelli's, bro. Like in the basement of Spinelli's before he blew up. Like it
When
was
was
like a
that? I
crowd
was
of.
gonna say that had to be. When was that?
It was dope, bro. My homie was had a clothing line, Native Louisville clothing. Check them out.
I was gonna say, is
He
it
had
still a thing? Is it still a thing?
yeah. I don't know if he's still releasing clothes, but yeah, I don't know if he's still releasing new shit.
Because I'm looking
But
for merch to do merch for
yo, all
Louisville,
right,
man.
well, Native
Native
Louisville,
Louisville.
bro, hit him up.
Okay. Okay.
I'll connect y'all. But anyways, so he had a little release for like that spring clothing line or whatever, and
Yeah.
so I came by, dropped what I think I got a shirt. I still got a shirt from them, and yeah, and Jack Harlow performed for like a crowd of like 15, 20 people. It was dope, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's dope. Yeah, I saw Lecrae at the Palace junior year. I saw Jack Harlow and Vince Staples at
yeah.
Headliners senior year. I saw Jack at Paristown.
Mhm.
I think those were the biggest shows in Louisville that I saw that I can remember. Besides like Forecastle, I
Yeah.
saw Odessa at Forecastle and Anderson Paak. Those were probably some of the best. Anderson Paak was last summer, and that was amazing. One of the best shows I've seen.
Oh
That dude is
wow.
crazy talented.
Yeah.
All right,
I've
man.
seen it.
Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
you're good.
No, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I was saying he's been grinding on. He's been on the come up for years now, bro.
Dude, he first got his big kind of break when Dre put him on the Compton soundtrack for Straight Outta Compton. He was
Mm.
singing on one of those songs, and then he did that Malibu album, something along those lines. Uh,
Uh,
yeah. But all right,
that's hard.
I'm really curious about this one.
Let's go. Let's go.
The last we'll call this Lush lockdown. You got 10
Mhm.
seconds. All right.
All right.
Someone gives you a ticket to a Louisville Bats game. Are you going or not?
Probably not. I don't watch baseball, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
Come
So it's
on,
not you
man.
just don't watch baseball. It's not
No.
about
Yeah, I don't watch baseball. You know what? I might go. I might go. I gotta support the Louisville Bats,
yeah, that's
bro.
what I'm saying. I feel like I mean I haven't been since
I would go just to go, bro. Yeah, for sure.
I haven't been. Plus, I was talking about this yesterday with some friends. The food, man. It doesn't
Hmm.
matter. In my opinion, I've been to a few baseball games, but they have good food at the Bat Stadium. Like that bratwurst,
Oh
man. You
yeah,
already know that baseball
it's
stadium
hidden.
food is so good. Not
Hell
to mention,
yeah.
I'm sure the Bats are a good team, but I don't really know. I don't. Yeah, I don't follow baseball. But it's such
Exactly, bro.
a. I haven't been there in probably 8 years or so, but
Yeah.
that's definitely.
Hey, I'll go see a game. Give me a Louisville Slugger bet. You know,
Mhm.
get your custom bet made. Come on,
Yeah,
man. Get the whole
and then
experience.
the whole thing with the Louisville Slugger Museum, man, I haven't even
Hmm.
heard anything about them, and that's part of my logo. But that's I
Right.
haven't been there in years, and I need to get down there, man, because I know
Yeah.
that's an
Get
iconic place.
get you a Lush Louisville bet, bro.
Uh, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a good idea. I'm gonna have to do that. All right, now we got one last little more segment here. I'm gonna give you. Let's okay. I'm gonna have to do this. Let's see. Let's go. How long do we want to do this for? I'm gonna give you a minute and a half, and I'm gonna call out gear, production, plugins, anything pertaining to what you do, and I want you to give me the first word that comes to mind when you hear what I have to ask you. All right?
All right. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. All right. Looks like you're getting some love. Uh-oh. He's taking us on a tour.
All right. Let's get it.
All right,
Let's
you
get it.
ready?
Yup.
All right, we got a minute and a half here.
All right. Let's get it.
All right, ready? Here we go. Vocals.
Vocals. Tube Tech.
Tube Tech. I need to get the piece of paper and write this down.
Oh
I saw that on your Instagram story or your Instagram post.
yeah, bro.
Mix bus.
Mix bus. SSL compressor.
It's a fire compressor. I got to use the real one at school on the board.
Yeah.
Sins.
Sins. Delays and reverbs.
Smart, smart, smart. I already know that. Hi hat.
Hi hat. Man, I really like the API 2500 for the hi hats.
API. I've been using that, or I was using that at downtown, recording a bunch, doing some mixes. That shit is really nice. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
2-track beat.
2-track beat. Uh, make sure it's a good mix. If
What if it's not?
it's not, tell the producer mix it again.
Mix it again. All right, bet. Okay,
or send you the track outs, because if there's not a good mix on that 2-track, bro, you're not gonna get a good mix. You know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna sit terribly wrong.
facts. That's key right there. That's facts. All right, you got 18 seconds. I paused it.
Let's
All
go.
right,
Let's go.
all right. Here we go. Master.
Master. Dynamics.
Dynamics.
Don't kill your dynamics, boy.
Console.
Console. SSL console. Of
Yes,
course.
sir. Depth.
Depth.
Oh,
Reverb.
we're out of time.
Oh shit.
That's all right. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
Oh, create depth by using reverb.
Create depth by using reverb. There you have it,
Mm-hmm.
folks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was the 2 segments on the Lush lockdown. First time tested out on David Lee. Man, it's super dope to have an engineer to really get. First of all, me and you can relate and have these great conversations. Especially we were talking about that analog gear and the pros and cons, and
Yeah.
doing a Lush lockdown on the gear and what our thoughts are. And I'm gonna keep doing, especially the questions about when you're in Louisville. You've got a certain amount of money. What are you doing? Things like that. I think those will go a long way. But David, man, we're coming up. It's been about an hour, 10 minutes. I usually keep podcasts between an hour 15, hour 30. But you have any last words? It has been a super honor, man, to have you. Really good information, really good, especially you have a connection in Louisville, but you're in Atlanta, so there's two different sides. And I know a lot of people wonder about Atlanta in terms of the culture. You said it's flashy. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, a lot of differences.
Bro, I say, bro, go out there and do you, bro,
Do
and
you?
don't be afraid to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And reach your dreams.
Yeah.
And then if it happens to be in the entertainment industry, if you're doing music or acting or whatever, like that music and movie industry is popping in Atlanta right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're doing a lot more movies here. So yeah, there's endless opportunities here.
Yeah.
And if you need to, get you your part-time job until you make your fucking
Yep.
dream come true, bro.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
be afraid to have a couple hustles on the side. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I had to do a couple jobs that I didn't want to do. I'm not too proud of, but I had to do it to make my dreams come true. You know what I'm saying?
Checks and
But
balances, bro.
once you doing something you don't like, and to be able to do something you like, and
Yeah.
it's that much more rewarding.
Absolutely.
Yeah, bro. So
Any last words to advice to producers and engineers, man?
yes, I do. Last advice to producers, engineers, everybody out there: don't be afraid to collaborate with each other. I feel like that some of the dopest music has come from
Don't be
two
afraid.
artists working together, or two producers come together. You know what I'm saying? Or even two engineers could sit together and mix the track together, and both could learn from each other. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
Yeah.
I've learned a lot of shit sitting behind other engineers, bro. You know what I mean? And not one person knows everything. You know,
Yeah.
so we could all learn from each other and help everyone come up.
Totally, man. Yeah, I remember
Mm-hmm.
speaking on that real quick when Slim was teaching me everything, and then
Mm-hmm.
at his house, and then we go down to 400, and then I got back from school,
Yeah.
and after I graduated, this was a couple months ago, and I'm like at 400, and he's telling me some things, and then I'm teaching him stuff too, man. Like
Yeah.
right over his shoulder. It's super dope, man. Super
Yeah, shout
super
out to
dope.
Slim, bro. He's a dope engineer, producer, bro. Like he's killing it, bro.
Yeah, he does a good job, man. He put me on,
Mm-hmm.
man. He was the first engineer in Louisville I met.
Mm-hmm.
I produced, executive produced a song with a couple guys on it, and shout out to Chris Mikos, DJ Kelly, and Barry East, man. And I recorded a song at his place, and he mixed it. Crazy memories, bro. Crazy memories.
That's dope.
But
That's dope.
David, it has been an honor. Very special guest, guys. I'm so thankful I was able to get you on, man. It has been
Yeah,
a
my
blessing.
pleasure.
Thank you for all this engineer talk. It's refreshing, getting me inspired again, man.
Hell yeah,
You
bro.
know, I appreciate you tuning in, all the love and support on Lush Louisville. Everybody in the chat, everybody tuning in. My buddy Jonathan, he says, "Let's get this guy to make me a beat." Do you make beats, David?
I don't make beats. I strictly engineer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, you've made beats before, right?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely make beats. And I can still make beats. Definitely.
Yeah.
I just I enjoy engineering more. I'm
Right.
probably gonna make beats soon, so watch out.
Uh oh. Uh
Yeah,
oh.
man. You gotta to earn more. You gotta learn more, bro.
Yeah. Who's making most of Passa's beats, man? Do you know?
Um, man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's a lot of artists. I mean, a lot of producers. We have a lot of producers working for him. There's not one
Yeah.
personal producer. There's just yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to work with a lot of the um, same producers that's in his hometown.
Which is
To just
where?
Alabama, to
Oh, is
just
it in
help.
Mobile? Is it, he say he's in Mobile?
Right,
Yeah.
correct,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember I saw that on his
Um,
Instagram.
yeah, bro. So that's another thing, bro. For any like producer that's trying to get their beats heard, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Uh, don't go to that A-list artist celebrity. You don't go
Yeah.
to your Drakes and your Futures. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Or your B-list. Go to your like your D-list or someone on the come up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Someone that's gonna actually respond to you back,
Yeah.
and then build a relationship through that
Yeah.
artist that you really see potential in, and that's the way to do it, bro.
Yeah. I want to say real quick on that. I came across this emailing strategy with beats, and a long story short, I'm getting an email list together, and I send them out. This random kid lives in
Mhm.
this country. I believe it's pronounced Batan. It's
Uh huh.
in Asia, and this
Uh
kid
huh.
is like he was telling me his whole story. He's really poor, and he's in like Asia. It's a very small like separated country in Asia, but he responded to me and I was like, wow, man, what? And he was like, man, I love your beats. He's like, I need help. Like, I need beats, you know? I was like, dang, man,
Well.
that's amazing. Like, he lives in
Well.
Asia. I don't know
Yeah.
who he is, but I followed him on Instagram and stuff. Seems like a cool kid.
Mhm.
But who would have thought, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
never know. He was like,
The
man, let's
power.
just blow up together. I was like, honestly, dude, if you're in a small country and if you have
Yeah.
like, if we make good music, dude, and it's not even about that, but the connection in general was just like, wow, that's really cool, man. I never thought
Yeah.
I would meet a guy from, I had not even heard of that country, but
Yeah. That's
it,
hard, bro.
yeah, it was super crazy. He was hitting me up every day for a while, but I'll have to get back in touch with him. But
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Make some hard shit. Send me a beat, bro. I'm gonna get pasta on it,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure, dude, for sure. Where is? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you said he's from Mobile.
Mobile,
And
Alabama, yo.
the so Bolo, real quick, Bolo is something that everybody in Atlanta says, like referring to.
It's Pasta's own lingo that he's
Oh,
brought up
whoa,
from
okay, okay,
yeah, that he's brought up here. Bolo, but we call everyone Bolo. Like it's like brother, like homie. You know what I
oh,
mean?
okay.
Um, yeah, bro.
That's crazy. Well, this is gonna be a classic episode. I can already see it. Episode 3, Lush Louisville, tapping in with David Lee, man. Give him a round of applause. Come on, man. Hey, David, I really appreciate it, man. I'm so thankful for all your advice. I appreciate you
hmm
again tuning in for all the love and support, man.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, bro.
Absolutely. Keep engineering, keep doing your thing, and I'm gonna do the same. And
hmm
yeah, man, it's super good to hear from you, bro.
You too, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
good catching up, bro. It's like we needed this for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm about to go.
Yeah.
I'm inspired, man. I'm about to go do something. Like it's crazy. It's always good to get the two engineers together, bro. It's crazy.
Right.
Absolutely, bro. Well, man, I'll let you go. But in any last words? You kind of already said it, but
Uh, nah, I'm good, bro.
yeah, bro.
Love makes the world go round.
True, true.
Spread good vibes.
Spread
All
good
that.
vibes. Yes, sir. And one last thing, you can follow David on Instagram at one mix
Mhm.
god.
Mhm.
He's got all his posts on here, man. Oh, that Pro Tools mug, I have the same one, and
Oh yeah.
I got a white one too. I
Gang.
keep these on
Oh,
my.
you got a black one and a white one?
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
damn.
Funny
Okay.
story. Funny story. So I ordered that mug, the black one,
Uh
and
huh.
they never sent it to me. And I saw an ad for them on Instagram, and I commented,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Hey, I ordered one of these, and they never came." And they were like, "Oh, well, we'll send you two for free." So I was like, or for the price of one. So I was like, "All
Oh
right,
yeah.
cool." So I got two of them. So that was cool.
Oh yeah. Give me that mug. Yeah. Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
need both.
Right.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's crazy. But all right, David, man, you be safe, man, and
Hey, you too,
stay
bro.
healthy and 6 feet apart, man.
Yeah, yo. All right, bro.
Wear
Take
that
care.
mask. Yeah, be safe, bro.
All right,
Appreciate
bro.
it, man.
Yep.
All right. Sweet, man. Sweet. Well, guys, that is wrapping up episode 3 of Lush Louisville pretty much. I don't have too much else to say. Next week we'll be back for episode 4. I've got a couple of special guests, I'll say that. We are working on something special for that show, and I appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody in the chat. Let me get back up here. 5 people. We had Jonathan, Louisville's Red, salute, man. I appreciate you. Mitch, Allen, I appreciate all y'all. Who else was in here at the beginning? Matthew, Mock, Alex. I appreciate all you guys, man. This super dope episode. Super fun, man. Great to catch up with David. And for all you engineers and producers out there, this video will be up on the Lush Louisville YouTube, so you can catch up. And I always do Louisville's Most Lush Moments about halfway throughout the week, where I go in and take the most essential and most important clips from the show and put it up as one video, but it's shorter. It's usually shorter by about 30, 40 minutes just to get the key points. And, yeah, that's something that I like to do, and just to get to the point sooner. But always, man, the full episode will be up, and then the Louisville's most lush moments will come later in the week. But, guys, again, I appreciate everybody. I don't really have any announcements other than I'll be back next week on the 20th. Yeah, tomorrow or next week is the 20th. And other than that, I'm going to go celebrate my birthday along with my mom's birthday, my dad's birthday, and my nephew and my brother's birthday, because we all had birthdays during the quarantine, and now we can actually celebrate with something. So I'm gonna go do that. And but again, I love all y'all. Thank you for all your love and support. And DM me any advice, DM me any questions, interested in being on the show, man. I'm still working. I'm jumping into this, and it's been a blast so far, and I really appreciate all the love and support. Seeing all these people, we had about more people in the chat than we did last show, man. So I'm really thankful for that. And yeah, so keep in touch, guys. Really appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Lush Louisville signing out.